Postmortem on the 2023 general election, and this time around, this is the feedback that Nigeria's last 2023 general election, which produced President Bola Tinubu, reflects the will of the electorate despite the widespread irregularities. And this latest message is coming from the 2023 country reports on human rights practices by the United States. The report, published by the Bureau of Democracy, Human Rights and Labor of the U.S. Department of State, stresses human rights practices and violations in different countries, including Nigeria.
Thank you so much. I'm your producer, Great. We have seen the report of the United States, concerning the 2023 presidential election and the other elections, the general election in 2023. They are saying the election reflected the will of the Nigerian people. And the ruling party, those who benefited from the massive rigging of that fraudulent election, the APC, they are celebrating. It will be recalled that after the European Union damning report, in which APC mobilized their supporters and they went to European Union office in Abuja to protest, it was necessary that the government in power should shop for a report that will blow up their image. We already have a government that is battling, seeking for credibility. You can see the length of time it took them to get a department in US to cook up the present report, telling us that though there were widespread irregularities, voters' suppression, violence at unimaginable level, yet the election reflected the will of the Nigerian people.
We equally went back there and they started beating me, slapping me and hitting me. Is that how we're going to be one Nigeria? One can't be allowed to exercise his right as a citizen to vote. It's wrong, it's very bad, I don't like it.
So we got the under bridge, they say we should go back, that this is not our state, that we are not going to vote there. So going back, some boys rushed me. I don't know if he has a stove with him. He hit me on the head. I started seeing blood. I have to fight back. So this is the blood on my body. So we met some staff. I don't know if they are INEC staff. They have some badge on them. They said, okay, that we should go back. We should leave them for now and go back. Now vote in my regime, but we should just go back.
One thing is certain. Even as APC celebrate the report, even as the presidency is happy about the report, Tinubu and APC should know the US report is to your shame. The US report. The whole world know us. They know who we are. They know our level of decay. That's why they clearly pointed it out. That the Igbo-dominated area in Lagos were not allowed to vote.
The funny thing is, they are driving away Labour Party supporters. They are flogging them and saying, if you don't vote, if you can't vote APC, you go home. That's the situation here in Ifoshi.
It's clearly pointed out in that report that they should have primitive, how local, how wicked, how backward Nigeria is. The Igbo-dominated area. That is what is contained in the US report.
They focused mainly on the governorship election in Lagos State. We all know what happened during the governorship election. After Labour Party won Lagos during the presidential election, they changed strategy. All these were reflected in the report. Many thugs openly threatened Igbo people not to come out to vote except they are voting for APC.
It is not opposition that cooked it up. You have had a part that is making you happy. Because they were doing a work as if they have to pay their bill. That report appears, it's like a report somebody wrote to pay his bill. Widespread irregularities. Process compromised. Voters' apathy and other things that were recorded in certain areas. And you tell us that the outcome reflected the wish of the people. That's unfortunate. But that report was silent about blank paper uploaded as the result sheet. That report was silent about that. Even the appeal court ruling and the Supreme Court ruling, they all were silent. The report talked about the compromise of the judiciary. But nothing was said about INEC uploading blank paper, uploading pictures as a result sheet. The report was silent on it. Every institution managed to labor, to see what they can do, to pretend it never happened. The presidency will never join issue with anybody to talk about the upload of blank paper as a result sheet. Even INEC will not like to answer to it. The Supreme Court, in a wicked manner, decided not to make any comment about the upload of blank paper as a result sheet. The appeal court also pretended that these things were not presented to them as evidence. Which nation in the world can boldly tell us that you can collect result of an election with blank paper as a result sheet? INEC ICT director was before the court, and the copy of the truckload of blank paper uploaded as a result sheet, one copy was presented to him. Can we have the score of the APC, the PDP, and the Labour Party? Said, there's nothing written on it. He was then asked, how can you say you collected the result of an election with blank paper? The presidency will not respond to that. They will not say anything about it. APC will not say anything about it. That blank paper uploaded as a result sheet. Glitches gave Tinubu victory in 2023 presidential election.
From Eyonitre, Surulele, APC people chasing the Igbo people away from voting, from performing their civil duty. They said you must vote for APC, otherwise you leave the polling unit. This is Smith Street, Eyonitre, Surulele.
You will battle for credibility till the end of time. You will live with the shame of 2023 presidential election till the end of time. You can't recover from it. There is no report anyway that can massage your image. You came to power through glitches, man-made glitches, government-programmed glitches, blank paper as a result sheet. We can't forget it. We still have the copies. Stockpiled somewhere. They are available for the whole world to see. Blank paper as a result sheet. That is what made Tinubu president. It's important we remember. We have not forgotten. Internet will never forget. No matter who writes any report to help massage your ego, to help you see if they can grab any little bit of credibility, you will always remember glitches helped you. The process was compromised for APC to win. Blank papers were uploaded because if the authentic results generated from the polling booths were uploaded, Tinubu will not be there.
I have not finished with the facts I have, not to start propaganda. Okay, did anybody reply them in the southeast? Did you see any Igbo threatening any non-indigenous in the southeast? The answer is no. So when we are saying this, we are talking with facts. But look at how they have entered, they got power through violence. Through violence. And now everything is okay. Let us move on. Let's move on.
All right, so Barrister, let's move.
So you have to put them away and upload blank paper and call the result they had in mind already. So the 2023 presidential election was tailored to arrive at a predetermined end. We don't need anybody's report to tell us what happened. We know what happened. Who asked those writing reports? Who asked the APC, the presidency, the Supreme Court, the Appeal Court, INEC to explain to the human family, explain in much detail the possibility of generating blank paper as a result sheet and uploading blank paper as a result sheet? Where have you seen it? Tell me the nation where such a thing had ever happened. We are waiting for a response. Blank paper as a result sheet. That should be the subject matter for every discussion when it comes to 2023 presidential election. Blank paper as a result sheet.
And Ahmed, that's it. There are different species of Nigerians. You know, we know ourselves, we know how we behave. But these two men, I can say they are quite different from how an average Nigerian behaves. The way they are reasoning, their attitude, their opinion, the way they do things is a slightly different from how an average Nigerian does their things. So that is what the petition was all about.
Do you think the DSS will arrest Peter Obi?
See,
let him try it and see fire in Nigeria.
That question is not. That question is wrong, because we are in the government. We're in Nigeria where anything is possible, and we are under the government, APC government, Buhari government, where everything is possible. The government that has disobeyed the rule of law from the first day of their party in the office. They've never obeyed rule of law, and that's exactly what they are doing.
The suppression of voters, the intimidation, the violation of the right of the Igbo man, the humiliation, the ethnic profiling, these are the things we should be discussing. Not how Tinubu got won through free and fair.
Smith Street, Eyanitule, Surulere. Yoruba boys, APC boys, chasing the Igbos away from casting their votes. Live on the 18th of March, 2023.
There was no voter suppression. All that the talks did in Lagos, he has forgotten. Igbos should not come out and vote. Bayo Onanuga has forgotten all those things. Igbos have no right in Lagos, which he himself was running his mouth. He has forgotten all those things. We are waiting. Internet will never forget. The records are there. This election, the 2023 presidential election, remains the shame of the nation. There's no two ways about it.
008, and some hoodlums have attacked this polling unit. You can see that glass, they smashed the glass. The voting was going right, going good until this began to happen. The accreditation paper, everything torn in shreds. The voting paper, all torn in shreds. And I understand that the INEC officials had to take to their heels. Even the police woman that was attached to this place, I understand, had to run away because of the hoodlums who attacked this polling. If you look at this stretch of the street, these are the number of people that have been disenfranchised from voting, and those who have voted, their votes may not count because it's all been torn away and turned into shreds. I'm going to talk to someone who can give us a valid information about what happened here earlier. Can you tell us what happened, please?
Okay, today we came to cast our votes as good citizens, but then before we knew, we had talks coming here with tools, canes. They were chasing people away from there. They kept on saying things like, "If you're not voting APC, get out of here. We're gonna kill you. We're gonna beat you." They started scattering everything. They scattered everything here. They were threatening people. They were breaking glasses. They were throwing stones, cussing them. People started running from place to place because they were scared for their lives.